I want to go live now to Chicago and Dr. Zahir Sahloul, the co-founder and president of Medglobal, an organization that's on the ground in Gaza helping with the dire medical needs there. Thanks so much for being here with us. So this major incursion by Israel, what effect do you think this might have on the most vulnerable in Gaza, the 1 million or so children there who are already suffering?
Thank you for having me. The situation even before this ground invasion has been catastrophic, and with the blockade of and prevention of food and medicine and the medical supplies and water, clean water, the situation, I cannot imagine what's happening right now to the civilians in Gaza. And now with the ground invasion, that will complicate it further and going to cause more attacks on civilians, more bombs, more injuries. Unfortunately, 2/3 of the injuries are women and children, a very large number of children who were killed and injured. And also it will probably collapse what's left of the medical system, which is lost 2/3 of its capacity because of the consuming large number of medical supplies. Every day during this crisis, what's consumed in the hospital is worth of 1 month of consumption before the crisis. And then you can add to it the lack of clean water that is causing a lot of waterborne infection, lack of electricity. That means many core functions of the hospitals will stop functioning, including ventilators, incubators, labs, dialysis units. 1,000 patients in dialysis will probably die if there is no urgent supplies of dialysis kits, besides the 135 newborn who are incubators. The situation is going to be unimaginable and beyond catastrophic.
Yeah, as doctors try to help those children who've been hurt with the medical system, as you say, close to collapse. I mean, you've been to many different disaster zones yourself. From what you're seeing, I mean, is this the worst you've seen?
I've been in Ukraine, I've been in Syria, I've been in Yemen. Actually, I just came from Ukraine a month ago, and this is the worst that I've seen. I've been in Gaza 4 times before, and Gaza has witnessed wars before. This is the 5th large war in the last 20 years. But this is the worst I've seen in the whole world. And I think the consequences of this war will continue to affect the people in Gaza and beyond for the next generations. It's not only the physical wounds and the death and the injuries among the families, but also the mental health wounds that will last forever among the children who are witnessing bombing, who lost many of their family members. Dr. Hussam Abu Safiya, who's our lead pediatrician, his last message was 36 hours ago. He told me if I stayed alive, I would like to talk more about my last patient. He saw a patient, her name is Dima. She's a child, she's only 10 years old. She lost all of her family members, her 2 parents and 6 brothers and sisters. And she had a fracture in her skull and fracture in her limbs and injuries in her liver and spleen. And they don't have enough supplies to treat her. And he was very sorry, and he told me the saddest thing that he has in his life, that he witnessed many children that he saw in the neighborhoods that right now are dead and mutilated. And this is something that should not happen in the 21st century.